Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. And guys, I thank you for supporting this platform so that we move together. Guys, I'm so happy. I feel so happy, and I'm proud to be an African, and I'm proud to be a youth who is ready to fight for democracy. Guys, people from different countries, people from different continents, black peoples from different continents like Caribbean, Jamaican, have decided to die with our own African leader, Ibrahim Traore. I'm so happy. I'm grateful about this. Guys, Africans are ready to fight the whites who are misleading Africans. We are ready to fight the whites who are ready to take away our mineral and do away with resources. Guys, watch this video before we proceed.
We no longer want to engage in this deceitful diplomacy. In an interview, we spoke about the Ivorian regime. Some Burkinabés got on their high horses and criticized. I say it, I insist, and I persist. We have nothing against the Ivorian people, but we have an issue with those who govern Côte d'Ivoire. We say it and we repeat it again. Let me tell you something. Allow me to tell you something. There is indeed in Abidjan an operations center to destabilize our country. No one can deny it, and we will provide you with evidence in the coming days. We will show you physical evidence. You will understand what we are talking about. No one will come to tell us that in Benin, there is no French base directed against us. We have the evidence at hand. Two past important bases. No one can dispute them, and I challenge them. And we have nothing against the Beninese people. There we have a problem with the policy of the Beninese leaders. And we say it loud and clear again. In this diplomacy, we have decided to tell the truth. There are indeed two bases, one towards Kandy and the other going towards Porga, or I don't know which locality. Runways have been renovated to more than 3,000 meters long. Planes land. People equipped and train the terrorists. Over there, we have...
Captain Traore is in a lot of danger. A lot of danger. For those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say a lot on these airwaves because now I don't even trust the people that listen to my videos. I don't trust the people that watch my videos. There are things going on and particular pieces of material that have been brought to my attention about Captain Traore and the Sahel Alliance and the United States that are very troubling. I've seen the videotapes, I've seen the footage. I'm just wanted to put out this APB to folks that it's getting real out here, people. And unfortunately, a lot of Africans are running around watching movies, dancing to Afro beats, while your futures, forget even your futures, your present is in jeopardy. Because what is going on and what is being plotted at this point against a continental hero is serious. Now, I'm just going to say that, listen, I've heard all the APBs. People have been sending me messages saying, Mek, what are you going to do? Mek, what's going to happen? Mek, are you seeing this? What are you going to put on the table? I've got all the messages. I just wanted to put out this APB that the signal has gone up in the sky. I saw the signal. I know what needs to happen. But there's a new breed of African on the block. We're not our fathers. We're not our grandfathers. And we sure as hell are not our great-grandfathers. There's a new breed of African out there right now. And if folks think that they're going to be able to pull the okie doke the way they've been pulling okie dokes before, they got another thing coming. Because, as I've said, there's certain things that I now understand about geopolitics and Africa in relation to the West and what has been going on and the problems that we are facing in that continent and the diaspora. So, Black America, I'm talking to you too, and everybody out there in Black Britain and France and Canada, this involves all of you guys. Because if you think you're not connected and you think that you're American, you think that I'm British and whatever, you're a fool. Because you're just food for the machine. You hear what I said? Food. My platform is moving in a very different direction. I don't even make videos like much anymore, as you can see, because things are changing. Get on my newsletter if you want to be connected. That is link is in my profile bio if you want to be. You don't have to be. But what's going on here? Stay very well tuned.
We want Africa to be like Europe. We don't want Europe to treat Africa like it is its own subject. Africa's time is now. No one should continue with the exploitation of our minerals without our involvement. Not even China will be allowed to recolonize Africa. We are called economic freedom fighters because we want any foreign direct investment to come and invest in Africa through our own terms and to the benefits of the people of Africa. It might be a dream. Some might think it's not real. But we know we're going to achieve it. Because this dream is not just a dream but a generational mission.
Africa must unite. Africa must speak with one voice. And Africa must go to the world stage with one voice, one agenda, one plan that the world will have to respond. But as long as Africa is going to the world as bitty little countries, as Togo, as Eswatini, as Guinea-Bissau, Africa is fighting a losing game. Africa must unite, and Africa must speak with one voice. That is the only way a strong, united Africa can take a rightful place on the world stage and be respected and stop the exploitation.
This is conclusive evidence that shows that the money of the Burkina Faso is being used and invested in creating roads, water, light, schools, bridges, healthcare, safety and security for the people of Burkina Faso by Ibrahim Traore, the very man that the US are trying to use a lie, barefaced lies, to take out of power. And we as Africans, we collectively, wholeheartedly say no more to this. You have taken away too many of our leaders, Gaddafi, Traore, Gaddafi, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, Amir Cabral, you name it, Nkrumah. You have done enough damage to Africa. None of us have come to destroy US or the Western world, but you keep destroying us and holding back on development. We're saying no more. So collectively, we are all saying this. So please make sure that General Langley gets this video. In there, you will see the array of equipment bought and paid for with the nation's money, with the wealth rightly belong to the people. Ibrahim Traore is making sure that the wealth of the wealth and the resources from Burkina Faso benefits the people of Burkina Faso. And that's the very thing that the US want to put a stop to. They have no right to do so.
Who is the defender of corruption? Is it Captain Ibrahim Traore or the US military industrial mafia represented by General Langley? Because let's stop this nonsense. Let's stop this nonsense. They say Captain Ibrahim Traore is defending corruption in the Sahel. But tell me, who's really defending corruption? The African soldier risking his life to free his people? Or General Michael Langley, the face of European domination and the origin of all the corruption in Africa, who is defending a US military system that has failed every single financial audit for 30 years. Let's talk about corruption. You want to talk about corruption? Let's break this table and talk about corruption. The US Defense Department doesn't just lose money, they vaporize it. $3 trillion in assets they can't account for. They don't know where it went. They cannot even tell you that a tiger or a lion ate it. It has been vaporized, disappeared. Failed audit after failed audit. Now, if Burkina Faso misplaced even $3 million, they will call it a failed state. But when Washington, D.C., the United States Department of Defense, General Langley's friends, who is defending, when they misplace $3 trillion, that is 3 trillion US dollars, they call it classified. Because in 2023, the Pentagon, which is the name for the United States Military Defense Headquarters, they failed their 6th straight financial audit. Only 7% of its books could be traced. 2.3 trillion US dollars went unaccounted for just before 9/11. And guess what? The next day, the records were gone. Contractors like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Halliburton get billions of dollars, no receipts. You see, that's not defense. That is industrial scale corruption wrapped in a red flag.
Mr. Macron, the president of France, we want to request you to leave alone the leaders of Africa. Ibrahim Traore took charge when political temperatures in Burkina Faso were not okay. Corruption was at peak. Lies were at peak. Ibrahim Traore has designed Burkina Faso for the Burkina Faso people. Let him do his work. Yesterday, there was a military coup which was being sponsored by Ivory Coast. We want to tell the president of Ivory Coast, Bwana Ouattara, leave Burkina Faso alone. We don't want imposed leaders on us. If you find a young man aged 34 years has decided that there will be no famine in Africa, there will be no people who cannot go to school, there will be people who will not die because of malaria, let him work. Let him finish his vision. We don't want to see another Sankara being killed because of political influence from the West. If Traore has decided that uranium will not be used to enrich your weapons, let him use it to the best of the interest of the Burkina Faso people. We want to ask Russia, give support to Burkina Faso, protect Traore, protect the people of Burkina Faso, because the African continents, they have colluded with the whites to derail independent leaders. A person who can decide to buy his people 4,000 tractors. One tractor is 4 million Kenya shillings. I don't know how much of that is in Burkina Faso. 4,000 tractors for the common mwananchi. That is a leader to be emulated. That is a leader to be supported. That is a leader to be liked. You should not derail his leadership. Today, we watched when the former president of the United States, Mr. Obama, he sent Traore a private message. As the president of the people of Burkina Faso, Traore did a very intelligent thing to go to the public. He told Obama, you cannot dictate us on what is hard work. When last year alone, $2.1 billion worth of gold was smuggled out of Burkina Faso. You want him to continue begging you to help him, yet you are stealing their resources. In Africa, we are saying enough is enough. Enough for the lies, enough for poverty, enough for lack of education. Traore has built one of the tomato paste processing factories in Africa. Now, because there's no money to import tomato paste from France, you are bringing a coup to impeach him. We are saying, as citizens of Africa, we will not accept that. We won't allow Traore to be deposed. We will stand with Traore. We will stand with the people of Burkina Faso. Let Africa shine. If Africa is shining, the world should be happy. We want to tell the president of Kenya, we know you are in China today for the next 3 days. You with your small brother, Oburu. We are telling you, Mr. President, with a ceiling of $11 trillion as a debt for Kenya. We don't want more debt. Don't borrow more from China. We don't want you to go around borrowing, yet you come and pay salaries. Borrowing should specifically for development. We know that there's so much that you've been borrowing and nothing has been going on. We are telling people who are also trying to remove betting. Betting is one of the source of revenue for the young people of this country. If you remove betting, we know you want to kill the young people and you want to kill their dreams. There are some people who have been employed by these betting companies. There are other people who are also getting their daily bread from betting. The president of Kenya, if it is a matter of taxes, may you raise the tax for this company, but don't do away with the betting. Again, and the last point, I want to talk about the governors that are being targeted because of their independent mind. The governor of Trans Nzoia, I want you to go and look at his cabinet where he has appointed almost the face of Kenya. You will find a Luo in that cabinet, you will find a Luya, you will find a Kikuyu, you will find a Sabaut, you will find a Kalenjin. Let these governors work for the people. You are also trying to imitate the governor of Siaya. We are the people of Siaya. We have seen what Orengo has done. Orengo has done 302 model ECD schools and classrooms. Orengo has done what is called soil sampling and testing, and is giving free seeds, and is also giving fertilizer at subsidized rate, which is not mixed with cow dung and soil. We want you to leave Orengo alone. Let Orengo work for the people of Siaya. If you are able to combat hunger, you are able to give people good education, we know that the future of these people are secure. Mr. President, let the politics of we must face you to stop. We must allow these people to work.
The story of Ibrahim Traore, I'm so happy whenever I see most people here in space are talking about Ibrahim Traore. Most people are coming in and start shouting this about Ibrahim Traore. Most people I have seen in every platforms are shouting support for Ibrahim Traore. You guys, these things, it's made me to think like to feel like we Africans, we have wake up. We as the youth, we have come together and we have decided to make sure that African is the good place where someone can stay without discrimination. We remember how we Africans, we were passing in the hands of the whites. You remember how Africans, we were being treated by whites. How Africans were taken to different countries as slaves. How Africans, we were treated without food. How Africans, we were treated without shelters because of being refugees, because of being slaves in other countries. So I have seen different people in different countries here in Africa and all over the world fighting for Ibrahim Traore, fighting and complaining and condemning Americans and France for this discrimination of our best leader, Ibrahim Traore, who has decided to make sure Burkina Faso is the greater country, who has decided to make sure that all the minerals that is in Burkina Faso is best to the African people, is best to the Burkina Faso people. I will be showing you some of the clips that shows how people have come together, how people have decided to do away with the languages, to do away with the ethnic groups, to do away with the tribes, in order to fight for this nation, Burkina Faso, in order to make sure that Burkina Faso is not passing life the way Sankara passed, the way Sankara was killed, the way Gaddafi was killed, and other people who were the freedom fighters of African, the way they end up being killed. So guys, we are ready, and I have seen most people have announced that on Monday, come 28th of April, there will be going to be a street protest. We are going to boycott all products that are produced or that are coming from Americans, all products that are coming from France. And we as Africans have seen people have decided to do away with American embassies in all African countries in order to protect our own Ibrahim Traore. So this is the things that makes me to feel great, makes me to be happy for being African. It has made me to feel like we Africans, we have advanced in terms of thinking. We have advanced in terms of doing away with hunger. We have decided to make sure that we Africans, anyone who is the leader of Africans is not ready to die because of him fighting African continent. So guys, this is how people of Africans have woken up. This is how we African people have decided to make sure that Ibrahim Traore defeats Americans and France in all their decision of eliminating him.